Have you ever stopped to wonder, is water actually wet? Or does it just make things wet? This question has sparked debates between scientists, philosophers, and internet trolls for years. Today, we're diving deep, literally, into the truth behind this mind-blowing question. Plus, I'll share 10 crazy facts about water you probably didn't know. Let's go! Before we answer, let's define wet. The dictionary says wetness is the state of being covered or saturated with liquid. So when you spill water on your hand becomes wet. But does that mean the water itself is wet? Think about it, if you're underwater, are you wet? Or are you just surrounded by water? And if you step out, are you suddenly wet just because air touched you? Thinky face weird, right? Droplet fun fact number 1. Water covers about 71% of Earth's surface, but less than 3% is fresh water we can actually drink. Alright, let's break it down scientifically. Water molecules stick together because of a force called cohesion. That's why water forms droplets instead of just spreading out infinitely. But water also sticks to other surfaces, like your skin or clothes. That's called adhesion. Here's where it gets crazy. Scientists argue that something can only be wet if it's a solid covered in liquid. Since water is a liquid, and not a solid, it doesn't fit the definition of being wet itself. It just makes things wet. Droplet fun fact number 2. Water is the only substance that exists naturally in all 3 states: solid, liquid, and gas. Droplet fun fact number 3. Water can boil and freeze at the same time under the right conditions. It's called the triple point. Okay, but let's get a little philosophical. Some people argue that if wetness is the interaction between water and a surface, and water molecules are constantly touching each other, then water should be considered wet. On the other hand, others say wetness is just our perception of how water interacts with objects. Kind of like how heat isn't a thing, it's just how we feel energy transferring. Droplet fun fact number 4. Hot water freezes faster than cold water. It's called the Pemba effect, and scientists still don't fully understand why. Droplet fun fact number 5. A water molecule only lasts about 10 days in the atmosphere before falling back down as rain. What do you think? Is water wet or not? Comment below, I want to hear your thoughts. Keycap 6. There's more water in the air than in all the rivers on Earth combined. Cloud droplet. Keycap 7. Your body is about 60% water, but babies are born with almost 75% water in their bodies. Baby. Keycap 8. The deepest part of the ocean is 36,000 feet deep. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Water wave. Keycap 9. A single gallon of water weighs 8.34 pounds, so imagine how much weight is in the ocean. Man lifting weights. Keycap 10. The oldest water ever found is 2 billion years old, deep underground in Canada. Mantelpiece clock. Sweat droplets. So, after all this, the answer is, no, water isn't wet, it just makes things wet. If you like this video, drop a like and subscribe for more mind-blowing science content.